Alright, well, what's up, everybody, here on my Twitch channel watching this game and to YouTube, because I am uploading this one to you. We are going to cast another game here between Struckmann, and I'm not even going to attempt to say his name in the green. We'll just call him Nick, or Kovnik. Sounds good to me. Looks like we're on Serengeti. Struckmann playing the Tatars, Kovic playing the Ethiopians. Down here on the south map, this map, look at all these holes in between these trees. These uh, these trees are just a nightmare. I don't like them myself, but they make it interesting, that's for sure. These stone pillars, also not a huge fan, to be honest. But nonetheless, here we go. This is just added to the map pool at the end of the previous month. They keep changing them, which is nice. I like that touch myself personally. So let's switch this over to the vill count. Currently, we are pretty close on the villagers. Looks like it's going to be pretty good for Struckmann here, finding those two in the back. I wasn't sure if he's going to find those, but switch over to Struckmann's point of view. He is looking good. Look, he's found 2, 4, 6, plus his original 4. Not bad at all. I think that is all of your goats on this map. And of course, they added the hunt on this map. We get additional ostriches on top of zebra. Makes it much more simple to get food. And on this side, these zebra for Kovinik, I'm just going to call him the green player. They're pretty exposed. This is not as nice of a map over here. Could probably wall this one off a little bit better, but all of his resources are out to the front here as he brings in his elephant. I'm just going to set it under the TC till he finishes the goat. Not a bad play. Microing that down very well, but this is really not ideal for him. He's got both his stones forward as well as he's got 2 of his golds forward. Where's his other gold? All the way down here. Yeah, that's not pretty. I'm going to wonder if he's going to try to push those. Struckmann already walling off up here. It's not a bad play given the map he has. His resources are not nearly as bad. He's got both stones in one spot over here. That's actually, ooh, that's really nice. One of these 3 tiles is actually supposed to be a neutral stone, I believe. You're only supposed to have 2 stones close to your base. You have 4 and a 3 tile. And his other stone would be down here, but Struckmann has all of them right here. Interesting. If he walls up this side, could be really good for him. He is already walling up. Villager counts are looking really even right now. It's looking like, even on this bar, they are not idling their vills. Each of them at pop 14 for villagers, plus their scout. Gotta love the little animation for the trees here. It's like, what are they actually chopping? They're not giants, but whatever. We'll ignore. Struckmann is going for some early walls, so that will be interesting to see here. And let's switch over to green player's point of view, his fog of war. Oh. Oh no. This is terrible scouting. He did find all his resources. He is walling in the front, but he has nothing else. Outside of this little dome and a slight pathway up to Struckmann, oh, it's bad. Struckmann, on the other hand, he hasn't found his opponent, but he can see a lot more of the map. It's very nice. We switch over to the total score. It's pretty close, just flipped over actually right there, probably due to the scouting since the villager counts are on par with one another. As far as Serengeti goes, random ponds, just a little bit of shorefish. Looks like one per pond, it looks like. It's pretty sad. I don't even know why they waste their time with that on this map. But it is what it is. Also, if you look at the mini-map, all of these woods are in the middle, so wood in the late game could be very, very good for Struckmann if this gets to the late game. We do have a very big wall off coming right here, which is looking quite nice, but it's a lot of investment, a lot of time, and Struckmann looks like he's fallen behind maybe a half a villager. Whoa, hey Michael, thank you for the the resub. Wolf Hill, he says. You play Wolf Hill, I'll cast it for you. That's for sure. Appreciate the resub, man. That's awesome. Green player here is milling his zebra, probably a little early, most likely due to the fact that he doesn't have any scouts. He's going to try to get up as fast as he can. What are both of these players going to do? I'm going to say they're probably both going to try to go into scouts, given the map. The map is still very open for both players. Struckmann is walling off this side, which is really nice. He could wall off all the way to the corner of the map, which also would be nice for him. We do have the green player on his way up to Feudal, and right behind him goes Struck. Struck is actually a villager ahead now, which is quite nice. 2 pop ahead as well, because he killed his scout in the beginning. And just so you can see how important that scout is, oh well, Struck's idled it. We'll look away. It's not exactly what we were going to look for there, but that's okay. So both players on their way up. Struck's going out to the zebra now. He's also farming on his berries, and he's continuing to wall up heavily. On the other side, we got the green player here. He's on zebra. He's got a very awkward wall here. Not sure what he's trying to do here, because he's not continuing to wall, even though he's on his way up, but it should be interesting nonetheless. And we are looking on this side of the map here. Again, zebra's going down. He probably should split these, I feel like, but I think the right number is 3 on huntables myself, but oh well, they're just collecting it much faster, no big deal. Barracks is up on this side over here. One moment. And I'm going to leave you on the view lock here for a quick second of Struckmann while I be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Kids make things difficult. Hi, Exorcist. Hitch. Nice to see you still here. Struckmann, I'm sure you're still around as well. Now's as well. Alright, how was your luck, guys? I'm sure it was pretty boring. But Struckmann is completing his lovely walls all the way over here, going into some stable units. Looks like we had some action with archers and scouts. Both up to castle age. Struckmann is booming like always, looking very good. Yes, Hitch, I am in a private room. Apologies. But it looks like just gonna have a little bit of a boom fest again here. Town center's coming up, third one for Struck. And we've got, yep, third one coming up for the Ethiopian player as well. Crossbows are getting up there in number. Knights are also starting to come out. Things are looking good for Struck though, as he is 10 villagers ahead, which is pretty huge at this point. He is on stone pretty heavily with 6, so I'd expect to see some castle unit and maybe some even Tatar special unit. Is it the Kishek? No, they get the, yep, the Kishek. Very good. Alright. Well, we'll see if we see those. Should be interesting. Some upgrades coming in for both. Looks like Struckmann's getting his eco upgrades now. The crossbow numbers are starting to go up on this side. 21 on this side to only 3 knights over here. 2 scouts over here. A 23-6 military advantage for the green player. Struckmann says he got 5 or 6 vills. Yeah, I believe it, with the villager count being as off as it is right now. But you're using that to your advantage still. You are booming. You are still producing villagers faster than he is. He's producing more military at this point. That's where his score is coming, why it's so close. But yeah, you killed 6 units, 1 scout in the early game, so I'm guessing you got exactly 5 vills. Alright, the Ethiopian player is also really heavy on stone, I would imagine, for a defensive castle, hopefully on that hill for himself. Oh, another town center, going up to 4 TCs, interesting right there. As far as resources go, Struck is going to have enough for that castle here very shortly, but green player is not going to have it. We have villager discrepancies growing even more. Struck is getting more of an advantage as we speak, which is really good for him. It's also got quite the score lead, but the military is idle right now. This is a lot of military. He should be trying to push anywhere at this point. Would be good. I mean, there are holes, easy spots to get in. If you try to get in over here, that could be pretty rough on the farming eco over here. I mean, there's a lot of things that is going on. Exorcist, this game is recorded. Was suggested to be cast in my Discord. You're more welcome to put your own games in there. Really heavy, 10 on stone here, compared to the 8 over here. I'm excited to see where it is. Oh, right here, okay. Safe castle, not a bad plan. Knight numbers are starting to get up slowly. Struckmann is pumping out a monk right now. Very good. He's gonna go try to grab a few relics, I'm sure. No doubt. Lots of military. What is going on here? So many military. Not pushing. In a 1v1 you have to push. Struckmann is housed, but he's got a castle coming up. He's gonna get another house in. He's not very much in a hurry with 1 vill there and only 2 on the castle, but archer range is coming forward. So are we going cav archers then? Gonna research the tech that makes their units pump out faster, or maybe just going for trebuchets. Line of archer sights for the camel archers. Alright, houses are coming down really heavy in the back over here. Villagers discrepancy still way behind. We have that forward house castle on that hill, that's a nice forward castle. Kind of helps defend your base and is on the hill, which is a plus. Ballistics just now coming in over here for the green player. Still very open. He's playing this one very open as compared to Struck, who has walled himself into a very safe corner at this point in the game, which is very nice. Castle goes up. Foraging coming in for Struckmann as well, which is nice. And we have the knights going out, doing a little bit of scouting, which, let's see how that's working out. Struckmann, well, Struckmann sees a bunch of the map, no doubt ideal for having scouts. And this is no scouting. This is hardly any more scouting other than his archers that I saw go forward, I'm guessing, and they're coming back. Not exactly ideal right there at all. Struckmann, what are we going with? The Kishek. Yes. He is going Kishek Knights. So maybe he's going to go into Skirm to defend. He's probing around with these. Will he see this castle? I don't think he saw the castle. Nope, didn't see it. But at the same time that Struckmann's coming forward, guess who else is going to try to go forward? Very well timed here. Here are the Kishek, slowly generating gold for you with every kill. Oh, look at this. This is a very interesting town center position, all the way over here in the corner of the map. Oh, man. He is not afraid over there. Elite Skirm is going to come in. Struckmann is going to lose a Ville on the front here, but we also have Struckmann on his way to the Imperial Age, and the green player is not even close right now. Not good at all. Elite Skirm will come in. Struckmann, knowing he's on his way up, he's just going to wait till he hits Imp, get his upgrades. He's got two relics already. Very well done. And I'm curious if this is still going to happen, this TC down here. But that is a lot of Kishek and Knights. He's also pumping out a bunch of Elite Skirm, so I can definitely see this fight going very poorly for the green player here. Villager count's still off by quite a number. And Struckmann, he's walking away with a relic. He can't get in this side apparently. But all the Elite Skirm go down. That is almost enough crossbowmen to one-shot these units, but he's going to get the full surround. Oh, man. That is going to be the end of his army right there. Civs, well, we have the Tatars for Struckmann, and we have the Ethiopians for the green player here. But those faster-firing crossbows aren't going to do anything. The army is just gone. Struckmann also expanding to other portions of the map, not down here just yet, but then we have a Imperial Age advantage for Struckmann as well. 3 relics, massive military over here, and still discreting crossbows on this side. Is getting a few barracks up, he's going to add some pikemen in there as well. But yeah, that was not pretty. And I'm guessing there go the villagers to that town center in the south. Although we do have the green player on his way to Imp. He is going to have some military, but we'll see what happens. Is Struckmann going to go ahead and push that advantage of his? He is going to bring in those plus 19 range trebs, assuming he researched it. Plus 19 trebs. I just think it's crazy. You guys seen them fire yet? They fire from so far away. He needs some more farming space, and why not drop it by a gold pile as well? That castle is going to go up, but those villagers are going to be passed, and they're going to start taking those valuable resources on this side. The score lead is getting to, what, 1,800 points right now? That's pretty huge. And here comes the trebuchets. We've got Elite Skirm, Kishek, a few knights still over here. And we have, they're currently still just plus 16 range, but does he see this castle yet? He doesn't know the castle's there, but he does it's there now. And military-wise, he's going to have a really hard time fighting it, I think, even with these numbers he has with his troops right now. Not upgraded as far as upgrades come for Struckmann. They are coming in right now. And yeah, here comes the pikes, but the pikes are going to be behind the crossbows. Skirms are going to take a favorable fight here. Siege workshops, aggressive barracks, and archery ranges coming up. And he's going to get the hill, he's going to spread that army, fight downhill a lot actually. And when the Imperial Age comes in, the green player is not going to have any military units whatsoever. We're also going to see some Kishek coming in right now. Elite Kishek. Yeah, it looks like he just started researching it right here. There it is, right there. All in all, it's looking to be over at this point. I don't think that the green player has any chance of getting back in. He did shore up his villagers. He is getting up there with his count. He has very little to defend with right now. Oh, and looks like we have a deleted unit for Struckmann. Not a bad plan, especially given the lead that he has right now. His lead is quite favorable at this point. A 2K plus lead in the score bracket. We also have a lot of upgrades coming in. Halberdier is in now, but we have skirmishers and we have Kisheks here along with the siege. And Capt Ram has also come in. Forward production buildings. Yeah, it's going to be an ugly fight here. Also really like that if you go to the view log of Struckmann right now, he is going back and he is looking at more than just the fight in the front. He is grabbing his eco, he's making sure that eco is looking good, getting upgrades, going man at arms actually, which isn't a bad play at this point. Still producing villagers as well, up to 121. He's actually going to be pop capped here, which at this point in the game, if you're pop capped, it doesn't really hurt you right now because you're in a very commanding position. Cannot complain, I'm sure. Siege Ram also on the wagon coming in. Long swords. Man, this is just a slaughter at this point. The monks are gonna probably get a conversion. Maybe not. Oh, maybe they got one. I think they got one in there. But doesn't make much of a difference at this point. I still can't believe he got away with this town center, but other than that, it was really clean. I missed out on the scout play to give him the advantage. He is gonna lose most everything at this point though, but he is in the back. He is raiding with these Kisheks, gaining gold every step of the way. See the slow ticks go up every time. We get a kill here, and that eco is just falling apart to this right now. Kishek's very interesting looking unit here. I like him. That one's gonna get another vill over here. Yeah, the eco is falling apart. I wasn't paying too much attention to the vill high on the green player's side. Castles right next to each other. Well, that isn't going to do much for you. Oh, a very forward castle. There's that converted Kishek right there. An Ethiopian Kishek. Gotta love that. He doesn't even care. He says, go ahead, fight me. He's getting that castle up. He says, get out of my game. That's what he says. He is ready for this one to end. And where's the military? He has 32 military? Green has 32 military. They've got a few there, but where are the rest of them? I sure as hell don't see them. Oh, here they are. He went for the Shotel Warrior. A Shotel Warrior sighting. But guess who's prepared for it? Struckmann is prepared for it. Not going to be pretty, no matter how you look at this one. Alright, they're doing damage, but not quite enough of them. He doesn't have the res to keep producing them, and there comes the GG. All in all, played very well from both sides. Struckmann getting the advantage with the fights, the composition, the eco. Killing those scouts at the beginning definitely helped out a lot. Playing this map open like this didn't really hurt him all that bad on the green side. He just fell too far behind in eco, and the aggression was there from Struck. He almost ate up all that gold, bunch of that stone. Expanded heavily through the map. Scouting, I should have checked scouting for the green player, but he didn't even make a scout to try to get his scout out and see what was going on the other side. Also sat here with a bunch of crossbows that could have been doing something up here at the time before this castle even gone up. All in all, another really good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one on Twitch and YouTube, and I'll catch you later. Videos on YouTube.